give me one mic. Everybody's got excuses, but you got one life to live, one life to give, one moment, one opportunity. Boy, that's it, and it's all said and done. When the going gets tough and the tough gets going, you just go ahead and run. Cause opinions are like assholes, everybody has one. They're being constructive or they jealous of the outcome. It's not about the times you fail, it's about the times you got up. And I don't even care what the fuck your excuses is. Fact is, you just blame the cause of foolishness. What you think I'm dubious, you gotta get up, get going and just move on. Don't look towards the past, you gotta groove on. You procrastinating now, you gotta get that motivation. I already created a track called Inspiration. Gotta get up, get going and get fucking hype. Go ahead kid, go ahead and live your life with no regrets, no regard all the fucking time. Cause I'm telling you, if you keep going, you go on. End up in the same spot you've been in all your fucking life now. Tell me now who's winning. Opinions are like assholes, everybody.
Welcome everybody to Thursday Night Rundown. I am BIGRED Big Red with JLB and the crazy one, Kid Crazy.
What up?
How's everyone?
What up?
What up?
What up? What up? How's everyone doing?
Good, boss. Good. Yeah, you know, another day, another dollar, still getting paid. Not getting laid since the pandemic, but
Costa has the needle liners. What's up? Boom. It's
yeah, I gotta keep it simple. We gotta keep it simple. Gotta keep it simple. A few hours away from Elimination Chamber.
It's true. Saturday at 12, huh?
Saturday at 12.
What do you mean? Well, we have 2 days.
Well, if you're in Saudi Arabia, it's already Friday.
A bit less than 2 days, so less than 48 hours.
Yeah. Oh, flesh wrong. Sorry.
I won't be watching, so you guys enjoy.
Okay. Why wouldn't you want to watch? Just because of the project? Or is it because where it's located?
No. Well, it's where it's located / they don't really do much in Saudi Arabia, to be honest, to make it like a big thing to watch. It ends up just being a lot of filler. I can't technically watch it live too because I work. Don't think I want to watch it. I don't know. I really don't. I think I'm good. I think I want to be able to skip it and see if I really missed anything. Worst comes to worst, if I really miss something big, I could watch that match. But I don't want to watch the whole show.
To be honest with you, I'm really interested in this pay-per-view. I'm really interested.
I'm more intrigued to see where they're gonna go.
Yeah, I see a lot of things going left. Like we're not things that we think are gonna happen are not gonna happen.
Oh, okay. So out of left field.
Yeah. So I'm like, well, they're not that political, and they're kind of on the right side.
Let's go.
Besides the Brock match, because we know what's gonna happen there.
Yeah. Well, at least we expect what we.
We expect what's gonna happen. I honestly, I don't know. I have a feeling that Lita's gonna win that match. I don't know why.
Well, it could very well be. I don't know. They've been seeming like they're making her look good recently. She's the one that came out on top, I guess, in that segment.
That segment was amazing with Becky.
Yeah, one of the best on Raw. Yeah. But it's because usually when what we get to see from Saudi Arabia shows, I think we've talked about this on the podcast already. It's glorified house shows. Right. This is actually the first time where it's an actual pay-per-view, where it's actual, not put together matches at the last minute. It's actually what's been happening on Raw and SmackDown. So I don't know.
Well, I mean, it kind of has to be. It's the pay-per-view before WrestleMania.
Exactly.
Right?
In between Royal Rumble and WrestleMania. So it's the link between both of them, I guess. Well, so they have to make it make sense. But the fact that it's on a Saturday at 12 o'clock gives me more leeway to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be watching it because I got nothing better to do.
There's no football, so I can watch it.
Exactly. Football is over.
Mm.
The few soccer games, but could always work around that. So
Mhm.
he's gonna leave that 12 to 4, whatever time it is. I guess it lasts 3 hours, maybe 4. I don't know. 4 would be a bit pushing it.
I think it's usually 4 to 5 actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the last one I think was like 4 hours. Yeah. Hopefully now that it's a normal pay-per-view with Peacock and everything, hopefully they stick to the 3 hours and 15 minutes. Would be good.
I think it's before because I believe there's 2 chamber matches, right?
Yeah, so there's a
So
women's and a men's, and
Yeah.
then it's gonna be hitting 4. Like I almost
Yeah.
am sure of it. So just take up 12 to 4. You'll be good.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
12 to 4:30 if you're really on a tight budget, but 12 to 4:30 is probably your home
Mhm.
stretch there.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it, guys. Let's talk about the subject of the wrestling talk of the week, and what fans are asking across North America and Europe, and I guess Asia and the world is it a work? Cody leaving AEW.
It's
What do you guys
100%
think?
work. 100% work.
Okay, why do you think
And
it's a work, and how are they gonna put the how are they gonna?
I say it's a work. Before I watched Dynamite, I said it was a work. Watching Dynamite made me convinced it's a work because they said Cody's name 4 times. If a wrestler is not in that company, they don't say the wrestler's name anymore, and they announced it 4 times. So I say
Where did they announce it 4 times?
when they talked about the TNT title, that when they talked about the dog collar match, they brought back Cody and
That was one time. Okay, but that was with the TNT title thing. That was one time.
they
Where
talked
were the
his
other
name
three?
twice, and then
In
the
this,
and then then they talked about when CM Punk brought the dog collar match. They brought Cody and Brody Lee. That was another 3 times, and there was another time I forgot where, but I heard 4 times.
Oh, okay.
but he's been a big part of AEW for the last
Yeah.
3 years.
Yeah,
He's
but-
been. I think he's the only one that's 3 times TNT champion, right?
3 times?
So
Is he 3 times? Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, TNT champion.
Brody.
Yeah.
So so he's the first and only 3 time champion. He's gonna be mentioned. I don't know yet. I still need to be convinced it's a work. You JLB, what's your opinion on all this?
So I'm not 100% there. I'm never gonna say 100% on anything because what the fuck do I know?
No.
But like I'm like 98%. I do think it's a work. I don't. I mean, look, it could very well be. I don't see him at least going to WWE. I don't see that as a thing. I don't get why you would. How do you build this company, go from the ground up, just in spite of a company not liking how they handle their people? And then throughout those years of building up AEW, you also see a lot of your friends get brushed off and bounce. Like, I don't see him going to WWE. I don't think it's as serious as everyone is saying, in the sense that like he just didn't want to sign or whatever. Maybe he's going to pull the Matt Cardona and go do things here and there and get that Matt Cardona popularity, I guess, of doing that as the hottest free agent kind of thing. But yeah, I don't. And then, but he still has the shows on TBS.
Right. Yeah.
Like those are still good. Again, that's not necessarily AEW related. Roads to the Top is about thing, but now why would you care about Roads to the Top if you're not in AEW? What the hell are you guys doing now? You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't. I mean, he could easily. I was talking about this on Sunday with the other guys, and Casey had brought up a good mention of maybe he's going to go to New Japan for a while. Maybe do a Jay White, 300K. Yes.
Mhm.
So we will talk about that. Is that because of Cody Rhodes?
I doubt it.
Mhm.
I doubt it. I doubt it. People hated Cody Rhodes for the longest time because, he stopped racism. But not because he stopped racism, because he didn't do shit. And he's an over egotistical alter ego SOB. But regardless, he's a great wrestler. But I don't see him. I I read I'm still off and on, to be honest with you, because I read an article from, I think, Wade Keller, that really put it into a certain amount of perspective that Tony Khan had hired a bunch more people, a big name, CM Punk, why do I only have CM Punk in my head? Adam Cole, Daniel Bryan. He has a lot of big names. There's apparently another name coming out soon with the House of Black, which is supposed to be a big star.
Does it start with a B and ends with an M?
Ends with an N. Why does it end with an
M. Is it BM?
Oh, okay. Yes. I'm thinking it's BM as well. Buddy Murphy. It's fine. People, it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, I'm thinking it's that. I just don't see.
There was a comment that I saw. I forgot who wrote it, and it says, in big letters, which says "work." Cody, this is a work for Cody. Do you honestly think he will drop $3 million to become Stardust again? Technically, he was getting $3 million a year. Technically,
at AEW.
Yeah.
Why would you, bro? But it okay. And if
exactly.
It's because of the booking,
No, maybe
if it's because of the booking though, because now he has no thing with the booking.
I read that too. Yeah.
Right. And I'm like, okay, that's understandable. Fine. He wants to do what his dad did. He wants to get that legacy.
He's not going to get that in WWE.
But
There's no way.
Unless he randomly comes up with a deal. Hey, let me book NXT. But I don't see Vince doing that. You know what I mean? Like,
no way.
No way, man. I don't know. Like, why? It doesn't make sense.
No.
What about you, Mr. Crazy?
I'm on the fence on this one. I really don't know. If you'd ask me what I would want, I would definitely want him to show up on obviously not as Stardust, to show up on WWE with his black hair, heel Cody, and just like work it that it's been a work this whole time. The last 3 years or last 4 years or whatever was a work this whole time. I think that could be a great storyline. At the same time, I don't see how you can spend 4 years blasting a company and then all of a sudden like leave. I understand what Justin was just saying about the booking, that he wants to have that part of his legacy, being a booker also, because his dad was a booker and everything. And I guess everything can be negotiated in a contract. Apparently Nick Khan is like really throwing everything at Cody to try to get him. I don't know. I'm more inclined on seeing that this is a work, and maybe out for 2 to 3 months, maybe a month, whatever, a few weeks, a long period of time, and then coming back with full on heel. I see that more plausible
AEW.
than in AEW. Yeah. Being out from, because he wasn't in the intro, right?
No, he was on the intro.
Out of the intro.
And they removed him from the Revolution pay-per-view poster, and they put Keith Lee.
Okay, so they are playing the game right. So I don't know. I need to some guy I just saw on Twitter before while I was getting ready to come on. Some fan tweeted to Cody that he didn't watch last night and he's not going to continue watching because Cody's not there no more. And Cody responded kind of like with the you should continue watching. I'm not the only one that built this.
Yes, I saw that.
There was many more involved, and then he mentions everybody. Wrestling is at his it's one of his strongest points of time. Something like that. I'm paraphrasing there.
Yeah.
But basically saying to keep watching, and it's a great time to be a wrestling fan right now.
I mean, that's a valid point. I see him saying that too. Like, even if he was bouncing, like, listen, like I don't hate AEW. We just didn't come to a thing. But there's also a few things, right? Cody Rhodes had also said a few months back that, oh, guys, wait until you see this storyline is gonna do to you guys. It's gonna freak you out. It's gonna make you become a wrestling fan again. Could he be alluding to this? This is could be very much a possibility. Casey had also mentioned too, while we were discussing all of this, because I told him, I'm like, bro, it's a work. So he also mentioned, hey, what if he goes to New Japan, he gets the Bullet Club, he comes to AEW with the Bullet Club, and then he demands a world title shot, because now he can get one because he's no longer in contract with AEW.
And
I told you, as long as I was within an AEW contract, that I could not go for the world title. Well, guess what? I am no longer contractually obligated to AEW, and me and my boys, the true Bullet Club, are here to take over. But again, that would only be crazy cool with
this title shot by coming through the Forbidden Door. Yeah, that's pretty.
The Forbidden Door that he built.
There you go, guys. I think that's the perfect way they do that. And Cody and Tony have such a good relationship, from what we know, have such a good relationship that he'd be like, bro, I won't give you a contract right now. Do whatever you want. Do your appearance. Or maybe he has a little hidden contract with them. And like, whatever. I'm going to pay you per appearance. But we're going to do, we'll do 50,000 an appearance or something when you show up, kind of thing.
That's a lot of juice.
Well, not necessarily. He gets $3 million a year, you were saying.
Yeah, technically he was getting $3 million a year. Yeah.
But that could be with the reality shows included, though.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. That I don't know.
$3 million a year. I think that's Roman Reigns money, and
that's KO money.
Yeah, no KO money. Yeah,
it's true. It is KO money.
From what I also heard in that same report, I think the one that Justin was mentioning, they also mentioned that he was asking for a lot of money, and Tony told him, "Can you wait a bit? We're waiting for new TV deals. I just gave a lot of money to these new guys. Maybe we go with a bridge contract, maybe for a year or two, and then I'll give you the money you deserve in 2 years in your next contract." And Cody didn't want to be paid less than those other guys I mentioned. I don't know. That could be also. It seems like it could also be Cody Rhodes' move. He seems like he's got a big ego also. So
yeah,
I don't know. There's still some questions that need to be answered for me to make my full decision on whether this is a work or not. Obviously, before it also comes out.
Yeah, and then I was also thinking, what if but this is impossible. There's no way Vince would do this, or Vince would be convinced enough to do this. If he goes to WWE, he goes for a bit, and then, I don't know, he wins a title or something, and then he comes to AEW and throws the title in the trash, pulling an old school WWE to WCW sort of ordeal. But for that to happen,
see that happen.
It's too many variables there. One, you have to convince Vince to not have you on a long-term contract. You have to be willing to pay off whatever he has left on the contract. And then you have to risk also not getting sued for doing such a thing. But they are independent contractors, right? So if they can get a deal where he can get her appearance. Jesus.
Sorry.
I love my voice, but not that much. I'm
trying to share it.
Oh, snap. I forgot to do that too. Yeah.
One job.
I know. I think I might have actually while the intro was happening. That makes sense. I usually do that. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. There is so many ways, and I really don't know, but I still think it's a work. I don't get it. At least it's definitely a work, and he won't be in WWE. No way. Give him $10 million. I don't think he'll do it.
It's not even the money. I don't see Vince taking him back. Me personally.
Oh, I see Vince taking him back.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Vince is all the people that Vince
get someone who started AEW. Give him everything he wants.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
He probably think it would be a great idea. Yeah. That's the type of thing he does. He really doesn't.
But I don't think he's stupid enough to not cover his ass either, and make sure he doesn't get swindled in some way. Shape,
oh no, that's for sure. He wouldn't trust him. That's for sure. But he'd still sign him.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we have to wait and see.
How long you guys think we'll be in suspense over this?
Until May. Until double or nothing.
Okay.
I think that's too long. I think people are going to stop caring. I say Revolution.
Man, you work fast, huh?
Well, I mean, it depends. If it's a New Japan thing, I don't know if New Japan is having a show soon or whatever, or maybe when do we know when Kenny's coming back?
Nope.
So I wouldn't be surprised.
So in 2 weeks. This is in 2 weeks.
Yeah, basically 2 weeks from Saturday. Yeah, from Sunday.
I mean, unless after WrestleMania, maybe I don't know, man. Like it just depends what he's gonna do, kind of thing, you know. Or maybe he wants some time off too. He's like, "Fuck it, bro. I don't want to get involved in anything right now. Let people go in suspense, drop hints here and there." But I still feel they're in really good terms. I don't think it's bad blood. I don't see him turning down even $1 million. Why would you turn down AEW for something that you built? You're having all of these other TV things and whatever. You do the community outreach. Sure, it's a lot of stuff, but bro, this is your brand. I guess you maybe feel shafted because you're no longer in control as you were in the first year and you're just considered as talent. But I mean, I don't know, bro. What are you going to do? Go to WWE and be considered as lesser talent? Like
mid-card?
Undercard? NXT Revival or whatever the hell they're calling it for their new NXT show that's replacing 205.
Level up.
Level up.
That's it. I mean, unless he got some kind of convincing where he can take over NXT, or maybe he's going to take over NXT Level Up or something, and he's going to pull like what his dad did for NXT, and he's going to make it his own. Like maybe he might be interested
as
in
part
that,
of the deal.
He's interested in preserving his legacy and continuing what his dad did. And he wants to be exactly like his dad. And this is one thing, aside from being a wrestler, his dad committed a lot of time to being a coach and a producer for NXT. So it could be something that he might be interested in doing too.
I don't see him going back there. I really don't see it. Me personally, I don't see it.
Saudi Arabia.
You think it's going to happen in Saudi Arabia? You think it's going to happen?
If it's not a work, which I still think I'm still more on the side of it's a work. But if it's not a work, I wouldn't wait long if I was Vince McMahon to make Cody show up.
I wouldn't do it at Saudi Arabia.
While people are still talking about it, it just happened. He's still not
Where's
even 2
Raw?
weeks away from being on Dynamite.
Where's what? Sorry?
Where's Raw next week?
Oh, I don't know.
I didn't check.
Because I don't see Saudi Arabia knowing who Cody Rhodes is, though. Sure, they can pipe in sound, but I don't see it as being a big pop that Vince would want. We'd pop, but we're not in Saudi Arabia, so whatever. You know?
That's fair. That's a fair.
Or a lot of people watching. Like people are gonna watch, but there's people who.
But
just
there,
watch.
You want the live pop,
You
want that's fair, yeah.
So I think that might be a thing. I think maybe Raw too. I mean, if it's not a work, Raw, or Raw, or maybe we see freaking. I don't know, but who do you put up against if Cody gets a WrestleMania?
Oh, he has to interfere in one of the main events. So either the Raw's Elimination Chamber, or the championship or the Universal Championship match.
Yeah, but then no, that because if he does that now, it's not gonna.
I would put him up against Raymond, so I would get him involved in the Goldberg match, because I would put him up against Raymond. It's their top guy against
Roman.
Roman, sorry.
I mean, I know everybody loves Raymond. But,
I don't know why that was coming out as Raymond. I have no clue. But Roman, it was a half Roman, half Reigns type of thing.
That's kind of funny. Short of
bringing back Warrior from the dead, they're not getting any pop live. Yeah, true that. I wasn't putting in consideration the lack of wrestling history knowledge from.
To be a Warrior back from the dead, that would be crazy.
But I think
where do I find out where they're live next week?
I guess you have to go on their website and check their live events.
Oh, look at you, Mr. Smartass.
You asked me a question.
Trying to be a smartass? Okay.
I'm trying to be helpful.
Oh, okay. I thought you were trying to be a smartass. I couldn't tell.
One job.
Alrighty. But yeah, no, I mean, there's just so much to that. And then I guess that would lead us maybe to at least talk about the other big news. AEW Dynamite has the lowest ratings ever on TBS, which still isn't that bad. It's 860,000
Mhm.
Which was a
people.
great pay-per-view. It was a great episode. I enjoyed top from bottom to top.
Yeah,
some
top to
good,
bottom was good.
some good matches. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, 860,000. What were they getting before?
A million.
Well, they've cracked 1 million a few times in the last few months.
Yeah.
Okay,
That was basically their what they were.
maybe
Oh,
everyone was watching Celebrity Big Brother.
Plus, this
Well,
one was
Columbia.
it's in Columbia, South Carolina.
Thank you, Case.
Thanks, Case. I'm very slow. I bet. And he's not from
So
South
yeah,
Carolina, is he?
South
No.
Carolina, but that's very
Georgia.
He's like Georgia, right?
Yeah, but South Carolina, Georgia, that's all
Pretty close. It's all relative.
and it's all
1.1.
Rhodes territory or Flair territory there. So
Yeah, so
that
he
would
would get a
be,
big pop there.
yeah, you would get a huge pop there.
There
yeah.
was also the talk about the bus. I don't know if you read that. You would only take a bus to Jacksonville, and it was like a big ass bus that he would only use for specific amount of times. Like apparently he had a big ego. No one, but like for Brandy, no one necessarily liked Brandy though.
I don't know if that's true. That's just like, well,
I don't
could
know,
be true.
man. I mean, I could see him having an ego. I could see him also being a very nice guy and great to the fans and all that. But I also feel like he does have a narcissistic personality too.
Mhm.
So he can be very nice, be very humble, but I think at some points his narcissistic complex comes out, and he can seem like a real douche. At least to
It's the blonde hair.
maybe. Yeah, that's very possible.
Oh, he's definitely got a huge ego. We see it gets to his very easily gets to his head.
I almost compare him to Kanye ego.
Well, that's mean. That's really mean.
I mean, I think that's fair though. I think
So-
he's not as crazy as Kanye. Kanye takes that cake, or as Kid Crazy, but it was just off the name. You're not crazy. I mean, you might be, but I mean, I don't know. So, Kid Crazy. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like he has a Kanye complex with his
So expect
narcissism.
Cody to start talking in the third person next.
Oh shit.
I mean,
the,
I could see them do that on WWE.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We'll
Full
see.
heel, egomaniac to the max.
Oh,
I think it can work.
I don't see it
That's it.
happening.
I mean,
I still don't see it happening. Like I said,
Yeah,
I see him
I'm
more.
on-
I see him more either like Justin said in New Japan or even Impact or even NWA. But there's no way I see him in WWE.
But he's done that. He's done that. I mean, the first time he left WWE, that's how he became who he is today.
Well, I know,
By-
but
By dominating
no, but
the
that's it.
indies.
It's either pure Matt Cardona style. He goes everywhere.
exactly.
Or New Japan, or he really starts building up in New Japan, gets the Bullet Club formed, brings Bullet Club to AEW. Ha ha ha! It's not a work.
And
I mean,
technically,
ha, 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 it's a work.
technically talking about New Japan, Jay White wants to bring new Bullet Club to AEW.
No, that's it. But maybe you do Cody Rhodes versus
Yeah.
Jay White in New Japan, have
Yeah.
a leader of the faction kind of thing,
Mhm.
and then boom, Cody Rhodes wins,
Yeah, it makes
brings
sense.
brings
Mhm.
Bullet Club down. But it all depends. That would only work if Kenny Omega's in the picture.
Yeah, yeah. You have to put Kenny.
And I feel like Kenny
Well,
is going to
that-
be coming back anytime soon. Like
They have to all be there. All the ones that were members
Yeah.
or leaders of the Bullet Club have to all be there.
So that's
part of it.
that's a lot of
So Adam
people.
Cole.
That's half of the roster of AEW.
I would see an Adam Cole, Kenny, Cody.
Young Bucks.
No. I mean the four leaders.
Oh,
The-
okay. Sorry.
Kenny, Cody, Jay White, and Adam Cole fight in a fatal four-way match. These are all the guys that basically Kenny backstabbed except Jay White backstabbed Kenny.
Kenny.
But
The only person you're
But
missing
before
is
that-
Finn
and AJ. Yeah,
and AJ. Oh, and AJ
Mm.
and the Good Brothers, which they could technically bring in.
yeah, they could still do like they did with them before. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know there's some interesting things to see. So it just makes it better for us fans to. I know when I don't expect or when I can't see everything coming, I enjoy much more the product.
I agree.
Yeah.
So
And
bring it
but
up.
at the same time, and because it's Cody, because I really don't give a shit about Cody, it makes it's gonna make it that much more enjoyable for me because I'm not gonna necessarily care. Like I don't care. Oh, Cody left. Is it a work? Is it not? I really don't care. Cody can, go to Hollywood for the rest of his life for all I care and make movies. So I wouldn't because of that, I'm gonna be surprised with whatever happens. If he shows up at WrestleMania and whatever, I'll be like, oh shit,
Talking
Or if
about
he shows up at
WrestleMania.
Revolution.
Oh, finish your thought.
That's it. Or if he shows up at Revolution or Double or
Uh,
Nothing or whatever.
talking about Mania, I want to know what you guys think about the rumor of Austin coming back.
Yeah, that's some news too.
Is it true? I think I didn't believe it, but then when we saw Raw and Kevin was talking bad about Texas, I'm like, okay, they're already starting to.
Well, I'm happy that rumor is true and not Austin versus Goldberg rumor.
Oh,
I'm
thank
glad
God.
that
Oh
was
my God!
squashed.
No, yeah.
Because
wow.
that was deleted because
No,
someone
no,
had posted,
no.
"Hey, I never said that." Da, 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 da. So that was deleted, and it looks like it is going to be Austin versus KO. Which I mean, I kind of don't mind per se. I guess Stunner versus
Yeah.
Stunner. That's going to be some
That's
great
it.
promo time.
Yeah.
And I think KO and some great promo time for both of them. I agree. And Stone Cold, and I think KO can carry this match and protect
Yeah.
Stone Cold.
Yeah.
And I
And I'm
think
just
Stone
so
Cold
happy for KO. KO's
Yeah. finally gets
lifelong
his
dream.
real WrestleMania moment. Yeah, and Stone Cold, we know from many podcast episodes where he would like one last match to really like end stuff on his own terms. Didn't like the way he left at that WrestleMania. So
That was
So-
with The Rock his last match, right?
yeah, The Rock and
Yeah.
Yeah, it was The Rock.
Yeah,
The
The
Rock
Rock and it
in
was
Seattle.
Brock, and Brock against Goldberg. Yes, that's right. That was
Yeah,
the
okay.
WrestleMania. Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
So he really always wanted. I think one match he can do it. He's pretty much in shape. He
Mhm.
hasn't really put his body in harm's way for many years now. And like I said before, I think KO can protect him and can carry this match. So I'm excited, man. Especially from some promos, getting to see Stone Cold on Raw.
What?
Yeah, that's
What?
gonna be it's gonna be really good back for it. I hope they mix up. They let them go wild and they can mix it up nice. Yeah.
And there was also another rumor that I read that they're expecting another surprise level, another surprise level like Austin, and then they said it could be The Rock as well, but they're looking for something big.
Well, if The Rock shows up, it's mostly for the Roman rivalry of
Yeah.
next
Yeah,
WrestleMania.
that's what I
For
thought
sure.
too.
So
The
if anything,
seats.
that's the way they'll go. He'll probably interfere, probably to make Roman win, and
Or
then
he might-
challenge him for head of the table or tribal chief, whatever.
Not even to unfair. All he has to say is "see you next year," and that's just gonna go. Just say
Yeah,
those
yeah,
three
yeah.
words. See
Yeah,
you
yeah.
next year.
Point to WrestleMania and say,
See you next year."
Yeah,
There you go.
That's 4 words.
find out who's the real tribal chief.
Okay, you know what I mean.
Just saying. Just in case. Maybe you thought next year was together. I don't know. Just trying to help out.
Okay, it
Trying
is
to
4
help
years.
out.
He could count,
Yes,
ladies and gentlemen.
it is.
JLB could count. I can't.
Big Red can't. Mr. B.I.G. can't count.
No, BIG.
So, yeah.
No. So yeah.
Yeah. I think it's very possible. I think that's what they did with the John Cena, right? With the rivalry with John Cena. He showed up at WrestleMania.
Was it
and then
WrestleMania or
they
was
announced it right away for the next WrestleMania. And then they had a tag team match at Survivor Series.
Yeah,
And
with
then
the
their
Miz.
match
with the Miz and our truth.
So I could see that happening. Yep, I could see that happening.
See,
But
but it's crazy that stuff like that makes me more excited than the actual card. It's crazy though, if you think of it.
well, because nostalgia will always come and
Yeah.
get us. That's for sure. Stuff that especially that we grew up watching, that we grew up loving. Give me some. There's some interesting possibility of matches they can put up that I'll be interested in.
Mhm.
That I know them knowing that it's WrestleMania, they'll put on a great show. So whatever. I'm going with the flow over this. Some things I'm trying not to be too pessimistic about the product recently and just try to watch it. And when I'm not liking it, I just get up and go do something and then come back. Try not to get pissed off about it and just try to enjoy the product. You know, these guys ain't paying my bills anyway, so
That's true. That's very true.
That's very
so
valid.
yeah.
So I saw a thing that Seth Rollins was when his contract is up, but I went to go look for that too. Apparently his contract's only coming up in like 2023. But it looks like Rollins is looking to potentially maybe leave after his contract is up. But I don't know. I don't see it. It's kind of a weird. I don't even know who this guy is. Maybe this guy's just talking out of his ass.
What's his name?
Macho Beard.
Seriously?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
That's
I don't know. It's his.
That's
It
not me.
says sources are telling me Rollins is strongly considering joining Mox and AEW after Seth's WWE contract expires. But his contract's only set to expire. He said in 2021 that he has a couple of years left. So, like,
What's a couple
Yeah,
of years?
Usually it's 2, but it could be 3, but usually it would be 2.
what's a couple of years? What's a
couple
couple,
years is
bro?
2. It's 2, yes.
You and your
it's
wife are what? A couple, right? You're what?
We're-
You're 2 people.
But I've seen people say in a couple of years, and they're thinking about 2, 3 years.
In a
Some
few
people,
years. A few
Yeah.
years would be more
Yes.
than a couple, technically.
yes.
Yeah.
But
I'm a teasing.
listen,
Calm
if
down.
anybody, if you were to say who would ever leave WWE, Roman Reigns or Seth Rollins, one of
Seth
them
Rollins.
has to leave. I would
With Seth.
definitely think it would be Seth.
Yeah.
I
Seth
would
has
say
that.
Seth, I don't see why he would. He's in such a good place.
It could be this is a job for life for him, but
Yeah.
but at the same time, he has that indie blood in him. He
Yeah,
sees
but now he
what's
has a
going on.
kid and whatever.
He has
Yeah.
Bex.
He has Bex.
But it's not that it's not that risky as it would be to go back in the Indies and or go to Japan where instability. He can go and sign a good 3-year contract with AEW for some good money and have some stability there too.
Yeah.
I don't see him leaving. He has a top spot. He's one of the guys that's always in the title picture almost all the time.
That's it.
He has a lot. Well, it seems to me that he has a lot of freedom in his promos. So I don't see why he would leave, unless that
No,
he's intrigued of having these matches with these guys and around that wrestling freedom that they have at AEW. Unless that's the only reason. But I don't see somebody making a life-changing decision over only like being with your friends and having cool matches. There's other stuff that come into effect. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see also, though. I think he might be also using that to raise up the stakes also.
Well, I mean, it's also, we're only in the beginning of 22, though. So, I mean, it's a bit early to be talking about, what you would do. And honestly, that source isn't that credible. I shouldn't have brought it up. My friend just randomly sends me these people who are saying this, and I'm like, but who is this person? And then I look like an idiot saying it live on air like I just did. But it might be a good topic, but just so you guys know, if you do hear about it, he technically is only leaving in like 23. So there's still a little while before that. But I mean, he can always get fired. So,
and there's probably a title run in there in between before his contract is up.
That's it.
And I think very soon. So, all right, guys, let's go for the rundown.
Oh,
Hey.
we're doing that. Okay.
So
Monday.
SmackDown.
SmackDown.
SmackDown, go really quickly. Really, what really I liked about SmackDown, it was Naomi against Charlotte. I really enjoyed that match.
That was a good match, surprisingly. Yeah.
That's the Naomi I want to see
Yeah,
in the ring.
that's
I don't
it.
know if it's
I think
Charlotte that's getting the
that's
best of her, but
Charlotte's helping. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
but it was a very good match. And the other thing about SmackDown is his
Was there any
Goldberg,
Roman thing?
and
This,
and I can't
that
stand.
whole promo.
I just can't do it. I'm I'm sorry. I tried.
I acknowledge you as my next
Yeah.
victim.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that was the year before.
horrible.
That was the week before, but still,
Yeah, but
most
it
stupidest
was
thing in the world.
basically it was just on
Same thing.
repeat. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So it wasn't. No, I'm done with Goldberg and his shitty one-liners. Not. I I want to not watch the match just as a protest to fucking to him being here. And I understand this might be a Saudi Arabia thing where they want him there because apparently he's very popular in Saudi Arabia. Because I don't know, maybe they only watched wrestling of 20 years ago. I don't know, but
They just
whatever,
like chanting
man.
Goldberg.
Yeah, maybe that's it. They get something out of.
You like
out of that
Goldberg? I'll give
chant.
you Goldberg. Give me 18 million. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, so maybe it's always let's say they are giving them almost $250 million a year. So when the guy says, Vince, what's your program for the next pay-per-view you're doing in Saudi Arabia? Oh, no Undertaker, no Raw, no Goldberg. Oh no, there's a problem. You got to bring me Goldberg, or it's not gonna happen. And we got Goldberg, but
Goldberg or revive a superstar from the dead. Okay, I'll give you Goldberg.
Yeah,
I don't want Goldberg. I want you to revive a superstar from the dead. I can't do that. I could try.
It's, no, I refuse to encourage Goldberg in a main event. In the main event, you want to have him in a match. I don't know, and then to start off, or even in the mid card to prop up your show. Okay, these people are asking for him. Okay, but in the main event, fighting for the Universal Championship again without fighting nobody, just shows up, gets a title shot.
But that's how WWE works. It's been doing that for years.
Yeah, but it's enough now. It's like fuck off.
That's one of the things I don't like.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm not saying
some things I like, some things I don't, and that's definitely one of those that I don't like.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I
I
agree
know
with you, but
I know that they do that, and it pisses me off. I refuse to encourage it. So,
and technically, it's not his last match, by the way.
I already gave him too much time that I wanted to. So, Rampage, you guys gotta help me out. I don't remember much of Rampage.
You don't have your notes?
No, I lost my paper. I think I ripped
Well,
it up by
that's
mistake.
it. I'm off.
I have my NXT
if
notes.
You didn't take notes.
I have my NXT notes, but my Rampage, I can't find them. I must have ripped them by mistake with another page.
I didn't watch Rampage, so can't help.
I can't
So Rampage was good. We can carry on. I honestly don't remember. I can check.
Let me something just to jot my memory there. I'm trying to find Rampage results for February 11th.
Ow.
And I'll tell you something.
I'm surprised Casey hasn't chimed in.
No, I've been looking every 2 seconds.
AW Rampage.
I started watching NXT, and then I saw the time.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah. It was a pay-per-view. They looked interesting.
Oh yes, it was the tag team. That was a great match. Yeah, it was the Trent Barretta and Rocky Romero versus the Young Bucks. So that was kind of like continuing their rivalry from New Japan. I forgot what was their tag team name. Trent Barretta and Rocky Romero. But that was But that was a sick match, man.
That was great.
I like them better this tag team than the Best Friends tag team.
Then the Best Friends tag team, exactly.
Not to take anything away from Chuck Taylor. Chuck Taylor can okay, but these guys are fire, man. Good back and forth, some great spots, great psychology. I really enjoyed this match, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's what started off the show. And AEW always likes to start off the show strong, so that was fun. Yes, Britt Baker for the championship against Robin Renegade.
Yeah, that was okay. I mean, they're slowly getting a little bit decent, but they're still not quite there yet. But yeah, that was all right. It's still kind of a squash though. I was just kind of like, okay.
Yeah, it was kind of a squatch. Squatch.
Jesus, what's with your words today?
I don't know.
Raymond, squash.
It happens once in a while. I get
Okay,
teased
yeah.
a lot
So
for it. But
Britt Baker, after being confronted, oh, I didn't mean that. It's your first time doing it live, so I just thought, like, I don't know.
no, don't worry about it.
It's just one of those bad days. QT Marshall, Hook battled Marshall's
yes,
top
against
student
the
Blake
Lee. Yeah. You guys think it's time Hook step up his opponents?
I wouldn't know. I haven't watched one of his matches.
No, I mean it is though. Like I'm done with this, like cocky. Like, but the problem is, I think they put him into a spot where he can't really face anyone big. He's not overly big, but he's also not skilled enough to be like a Daniel Bryan, where he can be small and then just out wrestle you either. So
go back and forth with you.
I don't know where they're gonna put him. You gotta just put him in dark a bunch of times just so he can face these random people to get used to what kind of size you would put him up against. You know what I mean? You can't put him up against a Wardlow, but
No.
you know, maybe give him like a Ricky Starks. Why would he fight Ricky Starks? I don't know. Ricky Starks is getting jealous, and you do something on Elevation with that. You know, I don't know. You have to.
Or it's time.
You definitely have to do something.
But maybe it's time. Give us. I think this rivalry has gone on long enough. Maybe it's time you give us Hook against QT Marshall, and actually give him, let him get some offense on himself for once, instead of being the only one giving out the offense. And so let's see if you're ready to fight an experienced guy like QT, and then move on.
Yeah,
very soon.
See that revolution. Yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense. So yeah, Hook, please give us something more significant. Go ahead.
That's it. I was just gonna say. So the Brit was the first match. That was the second, and technically the Bucks was the last.
No, the first one was the Brent and Rocky. No,
that was last. But not least, Rocky Romero and Trent Beretta took on Nick and Matt Jackson. Let's take a look at everything that happened.
The main event was Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus versus the Guns.
No, that was the week before.
Do you see what I have to work with, guys?
That was the week before, guys.
Wait a second. Let me go see the date.
Britt Baker versus Robin.
Rampage results for February 11th.
Hook versus whatever Lee.
I'm on the AEW.
Oh,
site.
You're right. My bad. Jurassic Express versus Gun Club.
One job.
Boys.
One job.
Also pretty fire. I think.
Yes, that was very. I think that was the best matches I've seen from that tag team, the Gun, whatever they're called, Gun Club.
Ass Boys.
Gun Club.
Ass Boys. Yes, I like that one better because they're a bunch of asses. But yeah, that was very surprising. I wasn't expecting the match to be that good. Yep, I completely agree with Justin there. Yep, very good match.
And I think it almost took away for the Young Bucks match for me. I think for me that was the match of the night for Rampage.
Interesting.
You mean the main event?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think it outpaced the Young Bucks match. Yeah.
I think I gotta watch Rampage again though, because damn, there's just so much wrestling. Jesus.
Once we talk about it, it jots my memory a bit. But when we're looking for it, it's not as forthcoming and easily. So yeah. So that was
Rampage.
Yeah, very good, short and sweet, like we like, with four matches. One very short, and the other three pretty good. But mostly the first and the main event were great. So in a 1 hour show, that's what you want. You start off with a bang, end with a bang, fill it up with some bangers, and then you got a bunch of booms.
And you got a bunch of
He's on fire.
He's on something, I'll tell you that much.
He's on something.
No.
And I just wanted to cap it with the viewership. They did 540,000 views for that Rampage.
That's basically what they've been
getting
stabilizing with around the 500 mark, 600 mark.
I'm curious to see how much.
Curious. Yeah, me too.
It's technically up 1.67% from last week's.
From the week before, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see, like John was about to say, to see at 7 o'clock what they can do, 1 hour and before.
I think that would help. And before
Yeah.
SmackDown, dude,
Mm.
that's amazing.
And
People
before the
won't
All Star
watch
game.
Smack-
Woo! Yeah.
This is All Star what, basketball?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
the All-Star game for basketball, since TNT and TBS are really big on it. So,
Which I'm interested to watch, but I don't catch it for some reason.
yeah. So that was Rampage. Raw. What did you guys think of Raw? Or
Could we skip Raw? Repeat. Could we skip Raw?
oh, there's some interesting things on Raw. I think Austin Theory, KO was good.
yeah, that was fun.
Austin Theory KO. Austin Theory KO.
It was like the
Uh,
only good match on the card. That's
Yeah.
If you're gonna watch something, it was that match.
Yeah.
No, I just remember the 15-minute promo in the beginning.
well, the Bex and Lita was also good.
Yes,
Yeah.
and then there was the promo of KO talking about Texas.
Yes, in the back. Yes, and that's important for storytelling. Yes, for the continuation. So we should maybe have an answer next week from maybe somebody from Texas that is not happy. Wink, wink.
Who's a snake? Wink, wink.
Um,
Who
What-
rattles? Wink, wink.
Wait, was the main event Randy Orton?
yeah, Randy Orton against Seth Rollins, and I think
That was a
This-
very good match.
That was a good match.
this was probably their best match 1-on-1 versus each other.
Oh,
And I
wow.
think it's
Okay.
3 or 4 times they wrestle each other. I don't know if it's either the third or the fourth time they wrestle each other.
No, but
But
that match
they put on a
had,
good match.
that match they had at Mania was amazing.
Yes. That's what
The flying RKO
the
there.
flying RKO. Yes, from the stomp. Yeah, that was good too. But I think this was in a close second. This is a close second.
Yeah, for a
Maybe
Raw
because-
match. Yeah,
Yeah. The
I
only
agree.
way the only way I put it behind that Mania match was a bit because of the finish. But it's a typical Raw
Yeah.
finish, right?
yeah, right.
To advance the
That'd be really
storyline or
cool.
whatever.
That'd be really cool to do like a watch along of all the times those people have
Oh,
fought.
you
Not-
fucking for real?
Yeah, why not? That'd be
No,
kind of
no,
cool.
no. What Casey just wrote?
Okay, I thought you were saying that because it wasn't that outlandish what he said.
The biggest WWE news: Cody Rhodes and Carmella
Cody Graves
are
and Carmella are getting a reality show.
Okay, guy, carve
believe it.
out my eyes and.
Why? Do you really watch any of the other reality shows, anyways?
Yes.
Well, I think John Big Red is a big fan of
Miz and Mrs.
Total
is
Diva.
fun.
I was a big fan of Total Divas,
I know, that's why I'm saying that. It wasn't a joke.
He wasn't a joke.
and I was
Uh,
a big. And I used to
I would
watch.
kind of be down with that. I'd kind of be down for a Corey Graves Carmella though. I did like Miz and Mrs. Miz
I
is
started-
very entertaining.
That is entertaining. I agree. with
Total
you.
Bellas is kind of fun. I
can't-
like
I can't-
Daniel Bryan.
I can't watch Total Bellas.
No, I
There's
get the
too much
Bellas can be a
Bellas.
bit annoying. There's too much.
A
Bellas.
bit?
Valid point. But I mean, I did like Brian being in there. I like the Brian episode.
I hate
That's
listening to Super Dave over there.
Super.
It gets me so nervous.
Oh, John Laurinaitis. And that's how I found out that John Laurinaitis was
Oh shit.
uh,
Was dating
sorry.
Bella's mom, yeah.
dating
Super
Bella's
dude.
mom. I was like, oh shit.
Bella's mom is good looking. She's a milf.
Wow.
Well, she is. How about
Ladies and gentlemen, he's married and has a child.
my wife finds her a milf? What do I care?
Yeah, so we're good. As long as
Okay.
we're in accordance.
The more the
and
merrier. Let's go.
I got
and
no.
You
Go ahead.
go ahead.
I got no. I tried a bit of Total Divas, bit once. I think a few years
Which
ago.
season? Which season?
I think in the first two. Must have been the
Oh.
first two. I can't do reality shows. I can't.
Miz-
I can't.
Yeah,
can't do
if
it.
you're not into reality shows though at
Yeah,
all, then
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
Miz and
yeah.
Mrs. is
It's funny.
pretty
It's
funny.
funny.
It's funny. Miz is freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh,
Especially
Miz
Bruce-
is hilarious. I like the Miz. So
like I
Yeah.
hate the Miz. That character in the Miz I don't like. But in
Mm.
him the reality show,
he's funny.
Especially-
And he's got that how do you say, that reality show vibe. You know, he made his
Yeah.
name in that MTV reality show.
Yeah.
and
Real
Maurice's
Real
and,
World, exactly. Yeah.
and Maurice's mother is hilarious.
Oh,
Forgot her
yeah?
name.
Is she pure French too?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
only French.
Ben oui, je suis pire
Ben
que
oui.
Oh,
French from Saint Eustache, man.
Oh wow, wow.
Oh, Jesus.
And
Can't
does
get
the
any
Miz
more
talk?
French than
Does
that.
the Miz talk a lot of French, like Pepe Le Pew?
No,
No. Okay.
he doesn't really say much, but I think he could understand it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard already. I think it was Sami Zayn, right? We mentioned this in one
Yeah.
of our podcasts. That Sami Zayn had mentioned that they try not to talk French in front of the Miz because he understands.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah. I guess that was basically the interesting stuff of Raw. So Austin,
that
yeah.
Jesus, it's not going to work out.
I don't see. I just see a white square.
I know.
what?
I'm trying to.
What am I looking at?
Oh.
Anyways, it's a Cody and Carmella logo.
Oh, okay. I'm interested to
show.
see. I think Corey Graves can be entertaining. I guess.
Yeah. No, that's it.
Is it on TBS?
I'm interested to see
Probably on the U.S. network.
Yeah.
U.S. network or Peacock or anything of NBC Universal. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
And I'm interested to see how Carmella is in the real life, because we only know Carmella the superficial woman. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't say that word. So the superficial girl, blonde. So I would like to see her real character show out, and maybe that could help her wrestling career also, by getting more comfortable in the camera and with her own character. She doesn't have to be that superficial character no more. So because I think she's talented, I think she's, but she lacks a bit of charisma, and maybe
I mean, she could be a tad ditzy too. You know what I mean? Who knows?
Yeah, ditzy's a better word than the one I was gonna use.
Oh, yes. Really? I thought you were thinking of ditzy.
No.
Oh,
it's a more appropriate word. Yes, thank you. Thanks for the help there.
No problem. Anytime. So hold on, because I have a point to prove. Just give me one.
You have a point to prove of what? Am I disagreeing? We're not disagreeing.
Not you. Calm down. Why? Not everything's about you, Big. Okay.
Because we always argue.
I know, and I'm telling you this time it's not about you.
Who's it about?
Oh, son of a. Okay, there we go. I got it. Calm your tits.
My tits are calm.
All right, perfect. Oh, son of a bitch. Yeah, well, my point's not proven. Hey, what is it called? Okay.
I don't know.
Car. Why? Damn it. All right, I'm doing it this way. I'm still going to prove my point. All right, we do that. Everyone's talking. Everyone's having a good time. Let me share my screen.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That's the idea.
Our sponsors are not going to be happy with this.
I know. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Actually, it's the perfect time to talk about our sponsors. See, there you go. They would love me. We share screen. We do that. Okay, I'm just gonna do this one.
I'm going to disrupt this whole show to prove
a point that doing this doesn't disrupt the show.
Okay, do you see this screen here?
I see that.
Yep. So happy to finally announce the Corey and Carmella will premiere on the WWE YouTube channel starting Monday, February 28th.
Oh, it's YouTube channel.
It's kind of a C for the people listening on Spotify and Apple. It's kind of a C and a C together, like a Coco Chanel type of thing. Maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
Coco Chanel.
And that's basically what it is.
And that's it.
It's Cody and Carmella.
What is your point you're trying to prove? And we just lost JLB. He decided to, you know what, I'm fed up.
So, perfect timing for me. Since we're done talking about Raw, let me do my weekly NXT review. And this week was a kind of a special NXT. It was Vengeance. Did you catch it, Big Red?
I started watching the first match. What happened to you?
So the point I was trying to
okay, go ahead.
Because I had made fun of Casey because I had sent him stuff to put up, and he's like, "Dude, I can't do it from the phone, and it's gonna take too long on the computer." And I'm like, watch me do it. So he sent it to me, and then I messed up, and then I accidentally closed the window, and then headache, vertigo.
Sorry.
Yeah, and that's it. So I had a point to prove, which I didn't prove at all. And he's not right because I still technically did it, but he's also right because I wasted so much time. So what about Vengeance?
Yeah. So did you watch it?
I started watching the first match.
A new GLB?
I guess no, because I don't know what Vengeance is. This is NXT?
Oh yeah, NXT. Because basically this week was oh wait, Casey said something. He sent an image through Facebook during our show and was miffed that it was hard for me to do on the show. Yeah, that's what
that's what I said.
we figured.
That's what I said. Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, so NXT this week is a special NXT. It was like a Vengeance Day NXT.
Yes.
So I guess they said they would do that every month, right? If I'm not mistaken, they would do.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, they would do a special NXT. So it's very good.
Yeah.
Obviously, when they do these specials, they always try to get the best matches out. And they started off with a steel cage match with weapons hanging on the cage. Whatever you get to, you can use. And that was Pete Dunne versus Tony D'Angelo.
Tony.
Tony. He comes out in I think it was a Rolls Royce or a Bentley, but I think it was a Rolls Royce with the doors.
I think it was a Rolls Royce. Yeah,
where the doors open both on the same side. That was pretty cool. Very good match.
Not yet, Casey.
I guess we can talk about NXT Level Up next, since we're mentioning NXT now. That was a very good match with some crowbars hitting. Obviously, those crowbars have to be gimmick. But
we hope.
Yeah, because the one that Pete Dunne gave to Tony D'Angelo to win the match across the head, if that's not gimmick, this guy's hurt for sure. But that was a very good match. Very surprised that Pete Dunne comes out on top. So I guess Pete Dunne is in for the long haul.
Nice.
Then we had the girls tag team match. Toxic Attraction retains. It was okay match, but nothing great. Another great match. Carmelo Hayes versus Cameron Grimes. Very good match.
Cameron Grimes
to the moon. Was very, very good. These guys can go, man. Carmelo is prime time. Carmelo is prime time. He's gonna be a top
Is he still kind of green though, huh? Like he's
I think he's improving very fast. I think he's a very fast learner, and just since he won the title, the North American title, not since they put it together with the cruiserweight, but before, he's improved so much. So moves in the ring. I think maybe he should even change his finisher because he's improved over using that leg drop as a finisher. I think he's used other moves during the match that are more impressive than that leg drop from the top rope.
I mean, if he was 80 years old and had hip issues, maybe doing the leg drop would be good. But yeah, I think that's why I didn't like him, because his finisher was the leg drop.
Guys, I just want to interrupt you 1 second. Just want to show you something fast.
Everyone's sharing screens.
You guys see that?
Yep, ooh. Stone Cold. Oh, when they met when KO was young.
Yeah.
Is that an official poster?
I don't know. It
no, I think someone
can be because they didn't announce it yet. Yeah. So,
but interesting.
Yeah, that I think they can play on that definitely. Just the way Punk does it with MJF.
Yeah.
So I think.
Wait, when did KO meet Austin when he was young? Like really young?
Punk and MJF.
No, but he's no. There's a picture there. KO has a picture with Stone Cold when he was young. I think it's when he was 15.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
Snap. Okay,
yeah,
nice. Okay, they can. So basically, they're doing the same exact thing that CM Punk is doing with MJF.
But if they go that route, yeah. When they make it official, which I think they will, I think that's the route. The route they'll go. Yeah, they have to play along that, I guess.
Yeah,
maybe not as much, but they'll definitely play on that.
Promo.
And the stunner, So that was Carmelo Hayes retains. So he's in it for the long haul also. Then there was the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Tournament final with MSK, last year's champions, versus Creed Brothers. And oh my God, this is the match of the night.
Wow. Okay.
maybe
It sounds like I really got to watch NXT then, because
No, I heard very good things about NXT. The we talking about.
if I were to give it A B
Oh,
C, I would give it a B plus.
no,
If
you
I
have
would
to
give
give
it a
stars.
report
You have
card.
to, you're our David.
Okay,
Let's see.
overall, I would have to go 3.5. I would have to go three and a
Oh,
half.
okay.
But this one, MSK versus Creed Brothers, I can definitely go 4 out of 5 stars. Or these
No
guys are
problem.
good, man. These guys are
Creed, yeah.
good. The Creed Brothers are good. They're a mix of toughness, beat up, but they're also very technical and with their Olympic wrestling or amateur wrestling. So yeah, Creed Brothers are the new Dusty Rhodes champions. So they have Dusty Rhodes
Oh,
tournament
Yeah,
champions.
I guess
that I
that makes
heard.
sense.
So they have the number. They are number one contenders to the Imperium titles, tag team titles.
Hmm. Which I believe they're gonna win.
I think so. I think it would be three times in a row that the tournament champions become champions.
Yeah.
So there's a strong possibility. Then they continued the storyline with Ciampa, Tommaso Ciampa, and Ziggler. Ciampa did a little promo to continue that rivalry that's been going on from the week before. It started on Twitter, and now it's grown to Ziggler has been appearing on NXT.
Well, at least they're using Ziggler. I mean,
Yes.
geez.
Yeah, they used him on Raw in a tag team match, but whatever, it wasn't anything. He's not really
No,
doing anything
exactly.
with the Dirty Dogs, so
At all.
yeah, at least now it looks interesting with Ciampa, and maybe we'll have a match very soon. I think they might announce it for next week, but I can't confirm it because I'm not 100% sure.
I don't understand this.
Control C, Control V. I guess
Yeah,
that's
that was for the if
to post
that was
something,
for
right?
that. Yes, but that's Casey saying that.
Yeah.
Yes, it's for the CM Punk thing.
Oh,
CM
copy and
Punk,
paste.
MJF, copy paste with
Gotcha.
Oh,
Aren't
okay.
you
with
Austin
clever?
thing.
Okay. Now I get it. All right.
Aren't you guys not?
And then, oh yes, I enjoyed this. Gunther comes out with Imperium, a little promo,
Gut.
and Solo Sikoa comes out and basically tells him to shut up and calls out Gunther for a match. That's going to be fire. He goes, I don't care what you call yourself. I don't care you think the mat is sacred. I'm just going to get in that mat and I'm going to beat the fuck out of you. That's basically what he said. Maybe he didn't use the F-bomb, but I think he used he used a prerogative word. I don't know if I can say that, but it wasn't the F-bomb. I don't think it was the F-bomb. And then we had the main event of Braun Breaker versus Santos Escobar, which was also a very good match, except I would have to put it lower than the tag team tournament final because they a bit mixed it up again in the end. They brought in Ziggler and Ciampa. Ciampa came out to help, and the Legends of Leyenda del Fantasma came out to interfere, and it didn't work out. So I didn't like a bit the finish. Braun retains, obviously, because this guy is the future. I wouldn't be surprised this guy
He's going to pull an Adam Cole.
Or yes,
long, until he goes to the main roster.
Exactly. It's either a very long reign as NXT champion or after WrestleMania when they technically it's a new season there, or right away they bring him up to the main roster. And that was a very good match also, but because of the finish, like I was saying, I would have to give it a 3.5 and not a 4 stars. So that is your NXT 2.0 recap. And now they have announced that 205 Live will be changing and will now be called NXT Level Up.
I'm so sad.
So yes, obviously NXT 205. 205 Live has lost his mojo. For at least a good 2 years now,
since the beginning.
I guess they had a bit at the beginning when Buddy Murphy was champion. They were putting out some good matches on every episode, so people would watch.
If they left 205 the way they did the Cruiserweight tournament, it would be still running.
I think what fucked up 205 is Neville, is Pac leaving.
What also fucked Also,
because
that
Enzo, it was still popular when Enzo was
Just
champion.
no, not even when Enzo became
But-
champion. I think that
No, no.
really put the
No,
nail
that
in
was
the
the
coffin.
nail. That was the nail in the coffin, guaranteed. But I mean, it was still popular. Like it would still get views when Enzo was champion, but it started becoming ridiculed.
yeah, but when it started, it was Triple H's baby, and then Vince took it, and look what happened.
Yeah, because it became obvious. It became part of more of. I think filming it after or before. I think it was after, because when I went to Montreal SmackDown, they taped it after SmackDown. So
Yes,
it was
yes.
taped after SmackDown, which already there. If you sticked around for 2 hours of SmackDown, you'll get there earlier to watch 205 Live to pop you up for SmackDown, but you won't stay after SmackDown to watch 205 Live.
No,
Right.
That just doesn't make sense. So I guess right there when they put it on, when they did that, it really hurt them. It wasn't the same vibe. I think they would have 205 Live would have gained more of being in its own location, like at Universal Studios or at Fail University or whatever in Orlando, or something like NXT has their own place. Maybe it would have been more of that indie feel, and it would have worked. Now Level Up, what is it? Is basically the NXT of NXT.
Yeah, it's a developmental within a developmental. That's
Yeah.
that's what you're getting.
So basically, the people that are coming up, or
I guess
but
I guess maybe it's the up one NXT. So I think the level up is like an NXT superstar who's just about to hit the main roster. They go there. It's like a tier thing, maybe.
so we're gonna see like a Dunn and I'm blank.
Do they need to show at all? Show the 205 Live? Why replace it? Yeah, exactly. Why replace it for something? I guess maybe they've gotten to the habit of filming for a certain amount of time and they just want to keep that momentum or the mojo going. And maybe it also, Vince wants to see the people who are on NXT level up get a certain type of crowd reaction to those who are going to Raw and SmackDown to see who's cheering for who. And then if, okay, they're cheering for this guy a lot, we're bringing up to the main roster in 3 weeks. So let's go. And then I think level up is going to be that. So Vince can see how it works with the regular crowds, not so much the NXT crowds. NXT, they're popular. Okay, let me bring them to NXT level up. Let me see what's going on. This is going to be right after SmackDown or Raw. Boom. Whoever stays, they're going to be able to tell me who they like and who they don't. I don't know why this would make sense because Vince doesn't listen to his fans anyways, but I would think that's the logical move to do.
The only fan he listens to is Nick.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, it's himself. But Nick is there for now. Nick is not a wrestling fan. Nick is just a
You know what I
fan.
mean, Mike.
I know. Calm down. Your joke worked. Do you want a lollipop?
Yes, please. Strawberry.
Strawberry. Jeez.
do we
Let
know
me check
when? Do we know when the show is going to be taped?
No, I don't know.
I imagine it's whenever 205 Live was.
So basically, after on SmackDown.
Yeah. I
Okay.
imagine. Unless
So
they
then, what
change
you're
things
saying
up.
makes sense. Then, so in front of a bigger audience in a bigger arena,
audience, and-
let's
yeah.
see the reactions. Let's see if they can. Yeah,
I mean, that
as long
makes
as
sense.
you give me good matches, though. You got to give me good matches. So
Well,
you want to see if Braun, well, maybe not Braun Breaker because Braun Breaker is the champion, but yeah, okay, why not? You want to see Braun Breaker how he does in an arena with 10,000 or 8,000 people. Okay, you put him, but at least give me him with somebody from like a Cesaro or something like that.
Well, I mean, maybe that's what it could be. That might make things a lot more interesting. What did Casey say? You think Vince is going to watch it? What's being worked now?
Who's being worked now?
Who's being worked now? Okay, that's fair. I think it's being taped with NXT. Oh, Jesus. Okay, then.
Okay, I thought that's what I had heard. Also, I wasn't sure if because maybe it was something just that passed in my feed, so I didn't want to say, but I thought that's what that's what I seen. I don't know.
That would
I
be
don't know.
interesting, though, doing NXT versus like a WWE superstar. You have Braun
Mhm.
Baker versus Cesaro, or you
Yeah.
have, Braun Baker versus Ziggler, or
Isn't
whatever.
it-
Like, I
but
think
aren't
that
it-
would be dope.
Yeah,
But
I would
are
like
they
that.
doing that? Aren't they doing that now? Holy shit, that was hard to say.
Well, they bring in the odd main
Yeah.
guy from the main roster once in a while, But I mean to have it on daily basis with no storylines around it. Just
Just
give me a Braun
pure-
Breaker against a Cesaro, or a Santos Escobar versus a Ricochet.
Sheamus versus Grimes. You
yeah.
know what I mean? Like, just give me some Seth
'Cause
Rollins.
at the end of the
versus
day, they
Grimes.
don't have to fit in the storyline because it's not on TV, right? It won't be on the big channels, on the big things. So
Well,
plus it's going to be taped. Well, it's going to be on the YouTube channel.
Oh, really? 205 is no longer on TV anymore?
No.
Oh,
It's been-
okay.
Where have you been the last half an hour?
Clearly not watching. What do you mean half an hour? I didn't know.
We've been talking about this
No.
for half an hour.
The 205 live hasn't been on TV, I think,
the longest
in
time.
a year and a half. I think.
Oh, really?
Wow.
That I didn't know.
Okay.
But
I mean,
a year for sure. A year for sure.
That's still great for their YouTube channel or putting it on the Peacock network or WWE network, whatever. Like just to have it exclusively to it's almost like AEW's elevation or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So that would be kind of cool though. I think if Vince were to do that, and if randomly Vince is listening to this, I swear to God, I will just share this clip of, hey, this is what you should do with NXT Level Up. An NXT superstar versus a WWE superstar. You can have the WWE superstars win because whatever Vince still thinks down on NXT, unless you're ready to bring up the NXT superstar and then you have them win. And that's whatever NXT superstar wins goes to the main roster kind of thing. That would be kind of cool. Like that would intrigue me to go to the WWE network. And
give it an incentive for them. Yeah. Give a reason for them. It would fit the storylines and it would work. It would work good. I think that's a good idea. And it gives you the opportunity to gauge the level and how over they are and how fresh or how green they still are. Maybe they need some more time. So gauge. Sorry, I said gauge. Yeah,
gauge is like the thing you
really?
wrap, you know?
Yeah, gauge. You're right. I'd heard it was below NXT. They were using their Evolve talent. Mm-hmm.
What
did you say?
Okay, so like it's like we were saying at the beginning, it's it's developmental for the developmental.
Yeah,
so basically that's what it is. Okay, all right. So let's transition to AEW.
Little Dynamite. So guys, a little thing before we get into Dynamite. I assumed all of you watched the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Yep.
Did you watch the WWE's commercial?
No.
Peacock's commercial? Yeah, I didn't.
Peacock's commercial?
I saw it, but with no volume, so I can't.
No volume, which was paid by NBC technically, so WWE didn't have anything to do with it. When they had promoted WrestleMania, they had mentioned Dynamite. Like they just said, "Oh, it's going to be Dynamite."
Yes,
and I just wanted to hear your opinion on if you thought that was a thing or I'm reading into it.
They used Peacock used in their WWE promo or for the promo,
they said it's going to be Dynamite. Yeah.
I don't see how that is. It has to pass. It has to pass in production.
Oh no, for sure. I don't think
I can't see how nobody rolls their hand and go, guys, you AEW Dynamite there. So I'm pretty sure it was intentional. Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't think that's a big deal though.
No, it's not. It's not anything crazy. It's just kind of like a hey, you know.
Yeah,
I don't see why they would do it.
It's like we're not gonna admit it, but we know you guys are there. So we're stepping up our game, I guess, kind of thing.
Because WrestleMania is going to be Dynamite. Boom.
But I would definitely, if I'm AEW, I would definitely use it though.
Yeah, for sure.
And throw it back in their face now.
Look what WWE said. They said WrestleMania is going to be Dynamite. I don't think so, but hey,
it won't be as good as Dynamite, but you know, something like that. Yeah.
You guys
So yeah.
So Dynamite.
How does it start off? Jog my memory, guys.
Moxley.
Yes.
Brian and Lee.
And Lee Moriarty. That was a very good match, actually.
Very good match.
Very good match. That was fun.
I was surprised they went that long. But
the question is,
good, man.
The
He
question
can go.
is, are we gonna see a faction or not?
No.
No, you're going to see a match first because Moxley
Yes.
even said,
Yes.
I don't partner with anyone until I bleed with them. So I think we're going to see both. We're going to see them fight first because that's what the fans want,
Yes.
and then we'll see a faction.
And and I hope. I can't wait. I'm excited.
That's going to be a good time. I'm excited for that as well. What did Casey say? I felt like that's so quick.
Oh, sorry.
BTS Dynamite GIF here.
Oh, okay.
The Dynamite GIF, yeah.
No, well, BTS the group because he's a big BTS fan. It's very weird.
Oh yeah,
and he's about 40 years old. It's very, very weird.
Who's your favorite?
It's okay.
You do your thing, man. You do your thing.
You do you, boo boo.
But I think the match can be fire. I like Mox's promo. I think it was his best one since he's back.
Mhm.
I like what he said. I like that he mentions that he never beat Bryan Danielson before.
He said super weird, by the way. It's super weird.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Super weird. Yep.
Yeah,
and then so great match, great promo. We're maybe we'll see Mox versus Bryan at Revolution too soon.
Most likely.
Most likely, they're both. It's so close, and they both don't have a match. So
yeah, so
I don't
there
see
you
how you
go.
can keep
Match
both of
made
them
in
off the
heaven.
card. Yeah.
Oh,
The card's looking good so far, guys.
I think they can go if Mox keeps to what he's done since he's back, like concentrating more on the technical side of wrestling, and we obviously know Bryan Danielson can go with the best of them. I think this can be, they both can. So this can be a 5-star match. It has the potential of it. Yeah, being one of those matches.
I would agree.
I think it would be good to
blood sports kind of thing, like when he did what Moxley did in Bloodsport. You kind of have that kind of technical wrestling, and then you put in Daniel Bryan with his technical wrestling. I'll pay $40 just for that match. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like
40. I pay 60. Where are you going?
And I think the best option for this, the best spot for this match is start off the pay-per-view with this match.
Yeah.
Start off the pay-per-view with this match and let everybody follow.
Yeah.
Follow.
And then after that, we had.
I don't think Mox needs a win here.
No, I don't think he does either. If anything, this will build up another match.
I think this match
it's
going to be a double decision. I honestly
please not a draw again.
I honestly think that they're both going to bleed to the point that they can't even continue.
Oh, okay. As long as it's not a draw again.
Well,
or
it would be a draw.
Or a TV time limit.
It would be a draw.
Yes, it would be a draw.
But that one I wouldn't mind because that would mean we'd be getting a lot of crazy shit then because Moxley can go. So I'm down for that.
Yeah.
We're going to see a lot of blood that pay-per-view.
Oh,
yeah. A lot.
Then
it was CM Punk.
Yeah, then CM Punk was sitting on the mat with a box in front of his an Indian position or a native position, sorry. And with a box in front of him, looked like a Valentine's Day gift kind of box. And I think this also was one of Punk's best promos.
Yeah.
But did you guys? I mean, I don't
from
know
the heart.
It was a great promo.
But did you guys understand the Valentine and the Piper thing? You guys understood that? You guys connected the nuts? Because a lot of guys didn't understand that the Valentine and the Piper
thing. Well, what did he say again exactly?
Well, it's because Piper and MJF always calls himself Piper in Portland, CM Punk in Chicago, and all that stuff.
Brett in Calgary.
Brett in Calgary. Mm-hmm. So he kept on mentioning, while he's thinking about how he's going to come up with this match. And he kept on thinking about it. He kept on repeating, Piper in Portland, Piper in Portland. And so I guess what you're talking about, Big Red, is a Piper's Pit, right?
No, I'm talking about when he said, you want to be my Valentine.
Oh, because of the dog collar match. Yes, finally, I didn't connect the dots. Thank you for that. Yes, because the great the greatest dog collar match of all time was between Roddy Piper and Greg the Hammer Valentine
in Portland.
In Portland. So, okay, that makes sense while everything connects. Okay.
I thought it was a Valentine's joke.
No,
I just went very simple with it.
I thought,
just, yeah, okay.
Me too. I didn't connect the dots. I thought it was a Valentine's joke.
because he said, "You want to be my Valentine?" And they brought the collar.
Guys, another match we should maybe watch before we watch Revolution. Do a little watch along if we can find it. The Greg the Hammer Valentine versus who? Piper? Dog collar match. We should try and see if we can find that.
If we watch that, we cannot eat before.
Oh, really?
It was Extreme before Extreme ever was in the word Extreme Wrestling.
Because I never watched it, so I'm really like...
I don't remember it. If I watched it, I was young. Because I think it was in 87, right? 87 or 88. I remember them...
I'm Googling it.
Seeing that pass. So, if I watched it, I was 8, 10 years old. I don't remember it.
If you watched it, how old are you?
39.
8'10" in 87?
Yeah. I was born in 82.
Yeah, you would have been 6, bud.
Well, no, because 87, but I think it's 88.
Oh, okay, like you watched it later on. Okay.
But I would have been 6, you're right. But I started watching wrestling at 6. But
okay.
So I didn't I wouldn't have watched it live.
I was like, fuck, this guy's old. Okay, I thought you meant live. Okay, for sure.
No.
Yeah.
It was at NWA Starrcade in 1983.
Wow, even worse.
Even worse. You were 1, bro. You were 1.
So by the time I watched it, that match was old itself. I think by the time I watched it, the match was older than I was at the time I watched it. How about that one?
I wasn't even thought of.
Fair.
But
I mean, to be fair,
I would be down. It's just to, I would be down to do that. It's just it would be hard to connect, that the pay-per-view, or I'm not the pay-per-view, but the match is on at the same time in all our.
No. I'm saying we do a watch along of our reactions to that match, and then when we do our review, we maybe can just do a review, and then we also watch that match and do a reaction, and then we can put them together. Just as a nice little thing. That might be interesting. Just so we can kind of compare, since we really don't remember that match.
Yeah.
Then obviously we'll
prepare for the next for this one. Yeah, I'm down for that.
Because I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure they're going to take parts of that match, 100%.
Yeah.
Well, to see the way Punk has put together his matches since he's come to AEW, he's done that quite a lot.
Yeah.
Copy paste a lot of matches, like that Bret Hart match. I think he did it. He used like maybe 4 or 5 spots from that match. Exactly. So we know CM Punk is a student of the game. So I wouldn't be surprised if they mimic some spots. Yeah.
So that match I'm excited for.
Especially
really
once they mentioned it, though. Like,
yeah. Because they know people are gonna go watch that match now in preparation for theirs. So
yeah.
And on top of it, you know that's the second time they brought that match up in the AEW.
Oh yeah,
it was called a dog collar match.
Yeah, because Greg the Valentine was at AEW when Cody had it with Brody Lee.
Right.
It's true.
Yeah, which was Brody Lee's last match, by the way.
Mm-hmm. That's when he won the title back. When Cody won the title back.
Which
that was pretty violent too.
Yeah,
but not that violent.
What event was that at? Was that at
Starrcade 83?
Starrcade 83.
Oh snap! I think I have it too. Yes.
On the network.
I'm so excited to rewatch this on the network.
It's on the network. Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah, so it's WCW, not NWA.
But it's WCW Starrcade.
WCW.
But it counts. They still have that.
It was part of the WCW video library.
Yeah.
That WWE bought.
Yeah.
I guess WCW had bought that library from NWA. I guess.
Exactly.
Because because WCW was NWA.
Exactly. The name changed once they got televised.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Once it no longer was.
Okay, so I guess WCW was just the television show, World Championship Wrestling, and
no.
It was the NWO belts, and then when they got the big, when they got big, they changed the name to WCW purely.
They changed the brand. It was still WA. They just changed the name of the brand.
They just changed the name of the brand. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
because before I believe it was in the early '80s they had the NWA/WCW,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when they started doing the world tournaments with New Japan.
Oh, okay.
That's when
Yeah, because I have Starcade 83 here,
Yeah.
86. You said it was what?
83.
It was 83.
83.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
And I think 86. I think 85 is also a good pay per view. It's Dusty and Flair.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
And we get HD, so I don't have to look at old stupid video. I'm just scared. I'm just scared to know how much they edited that match, though. That's the only problem with the WWE Network.
But did before when you used to watch old pay-per-views, were they like VHS quality? Or there's always been HD quality with the network?
Well, no. Obviously, with VHS, it was VH. Well, no,
no,
I'm
yes.
just saying,
I mean, on the network.
well, I mean, once they put it on the network, they had remastered it, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but before that, it was obviously home videos, DVDs, and whatever. But now it's like crisp, creme de la creme, HD, good sound.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
amazing. The only problem with that is it's also edited. So if let's say they don't want to show you something or whatever, I just hope all the blood is there. That's all I'm hoping for.
And I think it's Jim Ross, the announcer.
Yeah, could very well be.
Yeah.
Jim Ross or Tony Schiavone.
I think Schiavone was still in the WWF at that time.
Oh.
Yeah.
WWF.
No, the WWF.
Because in 83,
Yeah, 83 was WWF.
Oh yes,
Three
yes.
W's isn't enough.
The two W's came in 85.
yeah, after WrestleMania, but right before WrestleMania 1. Yeah.
Oh my god, I start to open freaking the Starcade in 83 and then it gives me a Jeddah freaking Elimination Chambers preview. I'm like, no, hey, I'm not watching this. Do not ruin my Starcade experience with a promotion for your stupid Elimination Chamber.
That's for a regular program.
It's fun that a match. It's ironic that a match on WWE for a match for AEW for All Elite is creating clicks for the WWE network.
Well, I mean, that's
isn't it ironic? Don't you think?
And this is where we get sued. This is. It's like rain on your wedding day. I mean,
Here we go. Give it in. Give in.
It's like what?
It's a free ride. It's like rain on your wedding day.
Tell me about it.
What's the other one?
Yeah, poor
It's
John.
a
He
free
literally
ride,
had rain on his
and you
wedding
just
day.
can't wait.
I got a bit of rain and I got no power in my church.
Oh, great.
Gas leak. No
Times
power.
are
okay.
good.
I mean, to be fair, were they missing much? I'm just teasing. That was a bit rude. That was a bit rude.
Well,
That was a bit
hey,
rude.
when you're nervous already, you just see fire trucks in front of your church. You're getting like kind of
yeah.
Well, this
yeah.
wedding's explosive.
I can only imagine. And with Portuguese, yeah. We get nervous
Jesus,
fast.
forget about it.
We get nervous fast. So,
yeah.
all right. So, what came after that? After the Punk? Let's talk a bit because we just talked about the callers, but I wanted to mention something, and I totally saw it coming. I don't know if you guys saw it coming, but when CM Punk finished and he called out
Maxwell.
MJF, Maxwell, Jacob Friedman, and then CM Punk says ends it up and finishes his promo and suits it up, asks him challenges him. I go, watch this guy. It's going to be the first time he's left speechless with nothing to say.
Yeah.
And I go, oh my God, he's not going to do anything. He's going to fucking drop the mic and go back. And the commentators are going to say, oh my God, CM Punk is the first one to shut up MJF. And that's exactly what happened.
And I think I think we're gonna see Maxwell's first loss. Yep. Because you cannot tell me they're gonna make MJF beat CM Punk 3 times, guys. Come on.
MJF did beat
I mean,
Chris
I don't
Jericho
think
3 times.
Yeah, and I don't
No.
think you need CM Punk to win it.
I
really
think
don't.
I think you do.
I think it doesn't hurt him.
I think you have to make MJF
Depends
lose
how they
just
do it, though.
because CM
Yeah.
Punk he said he wants to give MJF a lesson. So I think that just with that, it's gonna make MJF lose.
And I think CM Punk has lost already a dog collar match, right? Because he mentioned it in his promo. He goes, I always mentioned the matches, the cage matches, but I won most of the cage matches. Then I went back and I started looking at the matches I lost. Which ones took the most out of me?
MJF lost CM Punk has lost a
so
collar match. Yeah,
I don't know. Definitely, I think. Definitely, I think MJF will get a beating in this match.
Oh,
well, definitely will be the hardest physical, the hardest match for him physically. I still don't think he loses though. I think this is the match that they finally.
I think this is
bring
the match.
MJF.
Finish your thought.
Yeah, that's it. Sorry if I froze there.
Yeah, you froze. You froze like
that. I think this is the match that they finally bring MJF to the next level.
Well, yes, but I also believe he's going to lose, and I also believe this is where Wardlow turns on MJF.
Oh, that's a possibility. Yeah, that's definitely a possibility.
I see that happening too. That's
because most likely he's going to get his ass kicked. They're going to tell him to come help MJF, and he's just going to walk away. Like deal with it. Holy
I think it would be a good time if MJF
we can't talk
loses.
Today.
No, I don't know what's wrong. If MJF, my mouth is so pasty, I really don't know what's happening, and I didn't smoke before the podcast, guys. But
what you do, you do you, man. You do you.
No, I would have no problem saying it, but I really didn't. But anyways, I don't know. The only way that MJF can lose would acceptably for his career wise, I guess, would be with if this is the time Wardlow turns on him.
Mm-hmm.
If Punk wins in a non-clean way with a Wardlow interfering, then I think it works for everybody involved. It works for Wardlow. It works for MJF because he didn't really lose cleanly. And CM Punk gets a win.
CM Punk will just take it because, bro, you've been cheating people for left, right, and center. It is what it is,
guaranteed.
Karma.
And it's kind of fits his anti-hero persona that he's trying to play. So I think that works. I think Big Red is onto something here.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Oh,
what's next, guys? What's the after CM Punk? What came
after CM Punk?
You would think all this time we could have checked out the results.
I just finished watching it today on top of it.
After CM Punk, I think it was it came the promo in the back with Shivani and with
the MD
and Britt. Yes, exactly. That was basically to set up the match. Mercedes Martinez against Thunder Rosa, which that we'll get to. It was the Hangman Page versus Adam Cole segment.
Yeah, which was interesting. I'm interested.
Was interested. I kind of was obvious that Cole was playing Hangman there.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I enjoyed the promo. They had one-on-one. I just wish they didn't bring Red Dragon into it. But even though I knew it was gonna happen.
You mean that they turned they beat up Hangman. Yeah, I guess if they would have finished it just with Adam Cole walking away after shaking hands. Maybe the next promo you would have had them interfere, would have been better, yeah.
Right.
But I think maybe it's because now they're short on time. There's 2 weeks left, and I guess to play what they want to play. Maybe Kenny might play a role on this in Revolution. Because we saw after Young Bucks kind of confronting the other three again, the Red Dragon and Adam Cole after that. And if I'm not mistaken, they'll be in the Battle Royal against each other next week, right?
And
exactly. Oh, it's going to be fire.
And Adam Cole didn't know which side to go. So he's in the middle.
After that, that Cutler was like, which side you going to go, Adam? Shut up, Brandon.
Cut the camera, Brandon. Yeah. We also did forget Face of the Revolution qualifying, Wardlow versus the Acclaimed or Platinum.
Oh, yes, Caster. Yes, Max Caster. Yeah.
I mean, I would have appreciated a better rap. That's what I was excited for. I knew, obviously, Wardlow was going to go through.
Did you really?
I did. Did you? The sympathy power, the powerbomb sympathy is a symphony is amazing. I
Yes.
love it.
How many did he give this time?
I lost count.
I lost.
Did he give
count.
over 3?
Yeah,
He did give over 3 though.
I think it was like 4 or 5.
Wardlow turned around and power bombed him.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, because it was an okay match. It was
It was
better
alright.
than it was better than most of Wardlow's squash matches.
That's what I was gonna say.
For sure. Belly to belly. No, I don't have the. But he did do a lot. He did. I want to say more than 3.
Okay, well, that makes sense. That's what he's been doing recently.
Yeah, he powered caster again, and then another power bomb. So 3.
Yeah, so that's the minimum he can do to be to
Minimum,
keep
yeah.
this thing going. Yeah,
To keep the symphony going. Yeah. And then we had Tony Schiavone. That's what we talked about.
Okay.
Hangman Adam Page thing. They really give you all details. You had Chris Jericho and Jake Hager versus Santana and Ortiz. I thought it was an okay match, I guess.
The return of Eddie Kingston. Yep.
The return of Eddie Kingston. That was
Yeah.
dope.
Do you
So
guys?
we're gonna
Stood
get
in
Chris.
the corner of Santana and Ortiz, obviously.
Yeah, we're gonna get Jericho and Kingston.
It looks like it. Yeah. And is it official, or are they out of the inner circle? I guess.
I think so. I think inner circles is just
Well, Sammy last week gave in his cut.
right.
So it's really just Hager and Jericho.
Yeah, basically now. Yeah. So yeah, it smells like the end of the inner circle,
Which I'm fine with.
or at least on ice. At least on ice. You could always
And then
bring it back.
so basically that ended with Jericho jumped out of the ring, went after Kingston. The refs had to pull apart Jericho and Kingston, and then we're probably going to see a match at Revolution.
Makes sense.
Then, of course, we had the no DQ match, which I totally forgot about, but was super excited for. Mercedes Martinez versus Thunder Rosa.
Very good match. Also, it
Great
wasn't
match.
the Britt Baker
I
match,
didn't-
but
Right. I didn't appreciate the commercials, though. I think that kind of killed my mood with the match.
yeah, I agree. I agree.
Uh,
I agree. It happens a lot in AEW. It happens more in AEW than it does in WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is messed up.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, well, who ends up winning? What's her name won, right?
Yes, yeah.
Thunder
Thunder Rosa wins, and they come in. The rest come into the ring and give her a beating, and she gets saved by. Who's the one that comes and save her?
Baker handed Martinez the lead pipe. Martinez hesitated, and then Jamie Hayter blindsided Martinez. Baker pummeled Thunder Rosa while Hayter launched an attack on Martinez. That's it. There was no one that came in. But now we just know Martinez and Thunder Rosa are going to be a tag match. Are going to be together, I guess, because Martinez is too soft for DMX.
Yeah, because we saw they beat up on Martinez. Mercedes after the match. Yes, because she went to go see also that guy from Karate Kid. No, she asked,
exactly.
What do we do? And he's like, "Oh, she's too weak. Finish her off."
So, that's what he said. I couldn't. Yeah. Okay, I didn't hear what he said.
But I'm pretty sure somebody came and helped out Mercedes.
No. Yeah, I don't think so, man.
Let me see.
What happened? Why do you have?
Let me see. Dynamite, February 16th. Because I saw it before. Whoops.
I think you're thinking of the week before, man.
Je ne suis pas sûr. Because here we go. On All Elite, this should tell me. All Elite, first, second. There's so much Face of the Revolution match. That's the one we're talking about. Demagogue. Okay. So Martinez began to whack Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa, how the hell did Thunder Rosa? Grit and determination, replied to Ross.
There was nothing. I'm literally watching it. There was nothing. She just raises her belt, and then it goes to Malachi.
Well, after they beat up Martinez, right? I guess.
Yeah.
I'm probably remembering some other thing.
And then the Malachi promo. We see someone in the background, which
I missed this one.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I guess I missed it. Yep.
Okay, I didn't notice this person in the background technically because I thought it was very dark and weird, and I was
like a shadow of somebody.
Like someone knocked on the door and then came in.
Oh,
yeah, and then you just see like the person's black clothes, and most likely it's Buddy Murphy.
It looks like Buddy Murphy.
Well, most likely it's going to be. You can't really tell who it looks like there, but yeah, someone knocks. I'm looking at the promo now. Yeah, I think you just see a shadow actually.
Okay.
So you can't really tell. Oh, hold on. Let me see what he actually says. And then he looks at what card? It's a horseman.
The card he's
Who are we waiting for? And then I'm trying to figure out. Oof, I can't tell. Now it's a little bit closer. I don't know. I can't tell. But it's most likely Buddy Murphy.
Yeah, that would make sense. We've heard the rumors.
Yeah.
And he hasn't signed anywhere. Well, he's done appearances, but hasn't really signed a contract anywhere.
Right.
So, but Tony Khan has been saying that he's starting to get he's starting to get really tight with signatures. So,
with signatures,
yeah, with signing new talent. He goes, I'm gonna have to let other contracts expire before I can start signing.
Yeah, I mean he's been doing a lot, man. You have
signed a lot of people in the last. Yeah.
That's it. So Eddie Kingston and Chris Jericho will go face to face next Wednesday. So that's what's going to happen there. Next week is of course the what do you call it? Winner of the tag team battle royale and winner of the casino tag royale will go against each other. Or no, I think we'll face Jungle Boy.
So both will have chances for the titles, opportunities.
Well, AEW World Tag Team Championship, AEW World Tag Team Champions. Yeah, I know. So I guess that team will face that team to see who faces whoever at Revolution for the titles.
Okay, that makes sense. The team of the.
Oh no, sorry, because it's going to be winner of the Tag Team Battle Royale next week. And then the following week, it's going to be the winner of the Casino Tag Royale. So it's going to be a triple threat tag team match at Revolution.
For the titles. Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I don't know who's in the Tag Team Battle Royale, and I don't know who's in the Casino Tag Royale. But one's happening one week, the other's happening
the following week. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
then it was announced that it would be Adam Cole versus Dark Order's 10 on Rampage, which is going to be happening at 7 Eastern. So we make sure we remember that.
And Trent versus Jay White on Rampage. That's going to be fire.
That's going to be fire. Yeah.
Trent Beretta versus Jay White. That will be officially Jay White's first match, right? Officially in AEW. Because he showed up on Dynamite last week.
Yes.
Then he showed up on Rampage, but just gave his move, and we didn't see him yesterday, right? Other than the promo.
Right. Well, other than the promo.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yes, that's what I think I remember. Yeah, I remember them announcing it. Yeah. So that's going to be dope. And then we had a fire match with Whiplash Bonanza, Darby Allin versus Sammy Guevara.
Oh yeah, we knew that was going to be great, but like you said, there was a lot of whiplash both ways there.
Oh man, like just that cutter off of the. I got to rewatch this match again too, man. This match was just fire. But what's going to be even more fire? Sammy Guevara versus Andrade. Give me. You saw that right at the end?
Yep. Andrade wants that title. Hits him with the tablet. hits both of them with the tablet.
Right.
So he kind of has a rivalry there with both of them. He has opportunities with both of them. So I wouldn't be surprised if Andrade wins it.
Yeah,
And,
I could see Andrade
sorry, guys.
winning it.
And
No
Darby
worries.
being the first one to fight him for the championship. Because we've been seeing this thing with Andrade and Darby for the past few weeks, where Andrade is trying to recruit Darby, and now he came and cost Darby the match, and then after the match, hits Sammy Guevara. So that I think Sammy and Andrade, their styles complement more each other than Darby and Sammy. I think Darby and Sammy are too similar.
Yeah,
Now hear me
In,
more or
out.
less.
Go
What
ahead.
if you do a triple threat?
I think that could be even more fire.
Yeah,
Yeah. And they could easily do that, right? Like Darby's
Yep.
like, I didn't get a fair shot, blah, blah, blah. Triple threat
Yeah,
for
he
Revolution.
got robbed. Yep, definitely.
Oh,
It's
wait.
something you could see.
But wait, does anyone have to fight for the qualifying for the Revolution there? The thing that Keith Lee won.
yeah. What
Isn't
about
that for
it?
the TNT title?
That's for the number one contender.
Yeah.
Okay, but don't they face at Revolution or the finals is at Revolution?
I think the finals that Revolution.
I think so. I'm not
Oh,
100% sure, but I think the finals are Revolution. Yeah.
Okay, so then they can easily do that triple threat then.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. And we saw Keith Lee
That's
do a
very-
promo. We didn't see really Keith Lee
Yep.
Mhm.
much.
He's
but we
going
saw
for the
him do a
title. He
bit of
said he's
promo.
going for the main
going
title.
the
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, not the main title, but the TNT.
Yeah, that's what he said. The TNT title.
He said the
Yes,
TNT
that's
title.
right. He said that, and then I'm coming for that title. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
He's not coming for the main title yet. Give it time. Give it time. He'll be there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, just Keith Lee versus, and I hope he's there when he goes for it when it's Omega as champion. Keith Lee, Omega, Keith Lee and Omega. Give me. So down for that. So down. But yeah, that was your recap. Another great, fantastic Dynamite. Although the ratings apparently didn't show it. I just maybe was a tad disappointed on the Thunder Rosa match just because of the commercials. But other than that, it was a fire match. And yeah, it got me excited for Rampage. I want to see freaking Jay White wrestle. So
Yep. So tomorrow, Jay White versus Trent Beretta. That's going to be fire. And what's the other one you were mentioning that also will be fire? Adam Cole versus
well, I mean, you're gonna have the professional
number
5-minute
10.
again.
Number 10.
Adam
Number
Cole
10.
versus number 10, exactly.
Yeah, from the Dark Order. Yeah, because during that whole thing with the Dark Order comes out, and number 10 just beats up all the security guards for absolutely no reason. Then throws them all out of the ring, and then throws the last one as a cannonball into everybody. Shows his massive power for this guy we haven't seen basically in the last year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
I'm ready to see what he's got to
Hey,
do
B.I.G.
with Adam Cole.
Yeah.
Do you remember the card Aleister Black was holding in? That last card he put down when we saw the shadowy figure?
Wasn't it a night?
A knight. Okay, maybe that's possible.
But if you look carefully, if you pause it on when when you see the shadow of that guy,
Mm-hmm.
you see it's Buddy Murphy.
Why do you
you
see
see
it's
the
Buddy
slick-
Murphy?
Because you if you look really carefully, you see the slick wavy hair, and you see his goatee, and he's wearing all black. It's Buddy Murphy, 110%. I could put my hand on fire.
Oh, Jesus.
It makes sense that it's Buddy Murphy.
No,
We've heard
it definitely makes sense for sure.
Mhm.
You
We've
have
heard
the
it for
video with
months.
you?
The rumors. We've even heard the rumors that he would be the first member of the House of Black. It was Brody
Exactly.
King, but
You have-
there was rumors already about that. So I
You
wouldn't
have
be
the
surprised.
promo with you there.
Yeah.
You want to share it? You'll see it. Like if you could pause it on that spot, you see it like perfectly. I paused it and I saw it. I'm like, it's Buddy Murphy.
Okay, hold on.
And
Okay,
unless
hold
my
on.
eyes are playing games with my head there.
No, yeah, you just want to see what you want to see, probably.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
very possible. Show. Let's do tab. Let's do. Okay, let's do window. All right, so we see that. Ayla, hide. Okay, you guys see that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So is this one what you're talking about?
No, keep going forward.
Okay, hold on.
That's the
Okay,
card.
that's the card. Do you see it, Costa?
I see it, but not enough. Not enough good quality for me to tell anything, though. It looks like a knight, but I'm
There you
not
go,
100% sure.
To me, it looks like a knight.
Yeah, it looks like a knight on top of something.
There you go. You
On
keep
top of a-
going. Keep going. You're gonna see
That's
something.
the one you're talking about? No, that's all you see.
But no, there's they cut it out then.
Oh, when it's live, you saw more.
Yeah.
So maybe they realized that too many people noticed it was a buddy, and maybe they cut it for.
Are you sure it wasn't that close up?
Sorry.
Because I don't see nobody here.
Are you sure isn't that last close up? Yeah, I don't see anyone.
No, because
you see a shadow.
On the TV. When I saw it, you see the face is blurry, and you just see the person wearing only black. But you see.
Okay, let me just take off my sharing. There you go.
If I'm gonna look for it, and I'm gonna send you the on our page.
Do that.
That's fair. That's fair. But other than that, that's your freaking recap for Thursday. Obviously, SmackDown, it technically was already spoiled, but we won't spoil it for you. So you can watch SmackDown.
It's true. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, they taped SmackDown last week. Yeah.
They did SmackDown last week. And then of course you have Saudi Arabia's show Elimination Chamber on Saturday at 12 Eastern. You can do the research for when it is in your time zone, because I'm not going to do that for you. But 12 Eastern, you can watch it on Saturday afternoon. And that's pretty much it. And then you'll also have Raw and SmackDown and Dynamite and all the things going on next week. But we'll be back Thursday. We'll be back Thursday to provide you with more recaps, more big news, and hopefully an answer to whether it's a work or not. Doubt it's going to be that soon, but we'll definitely keep you posted.
Hey, well, if it's not a work, we're going to see it. We'll be talking about it next week. If it's not a work.
For sure. I mean, it still might be too soon to tell.
Yeah,
but we'll see. Because I find the dirt sheets are too crazy on it already. It's like, how do you guys know so much info? Like, I get you guys know stuff, but now it's just like, oh, for sure he's signing a WWE. For sure he's signing. And I'm just like, you're too confident. Why are you guys so confident? I wouldn't be surprised if Dave Meltzer is just working with Tony.
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, I just want to be clear. I've heard that too, that Meltzer's in on the work. Right. If that's the case, then never again will this guy have credibility as a wrestling reporter.
Well, he doesn't have that much anyway.
Well, yes, I know he's polarizing. I know it's either you like Meltzer or you don't. I'm not a big fan of Meltzer, but at least I respected his work as a wrestling reporter. I
don't think anyone would be disappointed though. I don't think anyone would be. They might be a little upset, but at the same time, hey, you know what? That's awesome. I got to enjoy a wrestling segment without being spoiled by the news. Like the fact that, yes, we're doing a show and whatever, and we want to know, we want to give you gooey gossip and whatever. But at the end of the day, us being surprised and shocked and loving a wrestling show and then going on the podcast to talk about that said wrestling show to make us feel like a kid again when we saw all these surprises and whatever is ultimately the better decision here. Knowing all the inside scoops is really what ruined wrestling for a lot of fans. So I wouldn't mind if it's a swerve. He doesn't lose any credibility because he's been doing it for over 40 years. Like he's not going to lose anything. He's been
Lying?
doing his. No, I mean, I don't know, possible, but I
How
mean, he's
can-
been reporting for
How
40
can you
years.
how can you have credibility when you claim to be breaking stories and have secret anonymous sources, and then you literally are
Yeah,
in
but
on the work?
I don't think it's going to come out though. I don't think you're ever going to know about it.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
think at the end of the day, it's just going to be, well, these are the reports that I got. The reports
Okay.
were wrong. I can't be right all the
Okay.
time, guys. Like,
No. Okay. If he
So
plays that rule, if he plays that rule, then he could always hide behind that, and that'll be okay. I guess he'll
exactly.
be
He's
able
like,
to
you don't know
survive
my
that.
sources. What the fuck are you talking about? Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Think we lost John
how do you
again.
know that I know? Like, hey, okay, then. Yeah, one job, John. One job. But either way, they can certainly follow you, Costa, or Kid Crazy.
Yep, you can
Okay.
follow me on Twitter. You can find me at WTN's Kid Crazy. Easy to find. You could come and ask me anything you want on our WTN forum or on our WTN page. And if you're curious and want to find me on Facebook, I'm at SPN Podcast on Facebook.
There you go. And you can follow Mr. Big Red at Big Red 78. What was it?
7819 on Twitter.
7819 on Twitter. And of course, you can follow us at WTN Wrestling on all platforms and on anchor.fm/WTN Wrestling. In terms of your boy, Justin JLB, you can follow me at JLB420. Of course, Real Talk Radio for me is the brand with everything and anything entertainment, music, movies, video games, all of the above, and everything else at Real Talk Radio 8, anchor.fm/RTR. I think I might have repeated myself twice, but it is all good. All the links will be down in the doobly doos. And that is it. That is your weekly recap for everything and anything wrestling for this week.
Uh-oh.
News.com. I don't know what happened there. There we go.
Oh.
Please like, share, and subscribe. I think the Fiend is is knocking on my door. So he's messing around with the lights.
Yeah.
But please like, share, and subscribe. But that is it. That is all. Thank you, everyone, for watching, listening, and participating. We certainly do appreciate it. And
Yes, we do.
until next time, guys, ciao for now.
Peace.
I got to get better at this closing thing. Bye, everyone.